my new series that aims to condense today's news into something actionable and meaningful. So first up, I want to address the massive drop-off in BTC total shorts on Bitfinex. We saw an absolute nosedive from about 23K to about 17K. So of course the question is, was this a short squeeze, and are we about to see a corresponding jump higher on BTC? The anticlimactic answer is that a 6,000 BTC short just got claimed and settled. It won't have much of an effect unless people get hysterical, which you never know in the crypto space, but right now it's not looking like much is going to happen based off this event alone. And so the second thing I want to cover today is the progression in the US regarding digital securities. First up, we want to address two bills that were recently proposed in the US Congress, HR 922 and HR 923. These two proposed bills appear to be part of a larger effort by US lawmakers to improve the degree of regulatory clarity for cryptocurrencies in the country. I also want to remind you of back in December when we saw the introduction of a bill to exempt digital tokens from traditional securities regulation. This segues nicely into what the SEC released last week, which is a framework for ICO token offerings. Now, the framework reinforces many things that ICOs frankly will not be able to adhere to. Now, the framework goes deep on a tenet of the Howey test in relation to ICOs and other token projects, specifically the tenet of reasonable expectation of profits derived from the efforts of others. With this, the SEC has introduced a brand new concept of the active participant. My take is that the active participant concept is interesting, but also conceptually troubling. Does this include, for example, YouTube promoters or promoters who are otherwise not officially affiliated with the issuer? Does this concept violate First Amendment rights? It's pretty unclear. The new concept of an active participant on the role of others in effort of others is frankly broad and lacks analytical rigor. It doesn't cut down on the fuzziness of the Howey test, which I argue is understandable in a way because the SEC is not empowered to make new securities laws. That said, this is a good development. For the first time in an official statement, the SEC recognized that closed-door IP versus open-source IP is a material factor in determining whether tokens are securities. It begs the question, if the software is open source, can development and maintenance of the software be decentralized? This comes at a time when critics of the SEC say that traditional securities laws cannot be adequately applied to digital tokens. Thus, part of the ongoing effort in the American Congress, on behalf of HR 922 and HR 923, appears to be tailored towards standardizing the definition of digital tokens. Many stakeholders believe that the inability of US regulators to tweak their approach to the oversight of the industry could leave the country falling behind others in the emerging digital asset narrative. At the same time, regulators like the SEC and CFTC say investor protection remains the priority when it comes to creating rules for cryptocurrencies. With the introduction of their framework on digital offerings, it's clear the SEC is pondering these questions right along with the rest of us. While the framework would have been more impactful if it was issued as official guidance rather than as suggestions, we'll take what we can get because this is a step in the right direction. So that was today's Crypto Caffeine. Thanks for watching. And before I go, I just want to make a quick acknowledgement of Sam Capizzi, who unfortunately passed away this weekend. Sam was one of the original crypto YouTubers, and his channel CryptoSomniac continues to provide crypto education and benefits many people on a daily basis. Sam's wish was to be a part of something bigger than himself. I think with blockchain he found that. When building the decentralized future, we need to remember who came before us and whose shoulders we're standing upon. So it's the efforts of people like Sam that make this a better space overall and push us towards a brighter, decentralized future. So Sam's legacy will live on as part of the blockchain, and I think that's what he would have wanted. So guys, just be good to each other, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.